Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bradley Clary, and on this channel we discuss core doctrines of Christianity and how we should live in light of the good news of the gospel. Today we are going to be continuing our Bible summary series by picking up where we left off. Today we are going to be summarizing Genesis 12, specifically looking at key events and themes of this chapter. Last video we discussed the historical context, the relation to the Bible, and the promises to Abraham this chapter holds. Now we are going to be looking at key significant events and themes of this chapter. The key events in Genesis 12 are God's call to Abram to leave his home for an unknown land. God promises to Abram that he will become a great nation and be a blessing to all nations. Abram's journey to Canaan with his family and possessions, and a significant test of faith in Egypt, where Abram, out of fear, asks his wife Sarai to pretend she is his sister. This led to her being taken into Pharaoh's house until God intervened with plagues, forcing Pharaoh to return Sarai and send the family away. God's call and promise to Abram. At age 75, God tells Abram to leave his homeland and go to a land that God will show him. God promises Abram that he will be made a great nation, his name will be great, and that through him all the peoples of the earth will be blessed. Only God could have sent Abram and Sarai a son 25 years later, when Abram was 100 years old, and it was through this son that all the peoples of the earth would be blessed. Abram's migration to Canaan. Abram obeys God and travels to Canaan with his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all their possessions. He journeys through the land, stopping at places like Shechem and Bethel, and building altars to the Lord. The famine in Canaan and Abram's move to Egypt. Due to a famine, Abram travels down to Egypt to stay temporarily. The lie about Sarai and the Egyptian deception. Fearing he would be killed because his wife Sarai was so beautiful, Abram tells her to say she is his sister. Pharaoh's men saw her beauty, and she was taken into his house, which resulted in Abram being richly rewarded with livestock and servants. God's intervention and the resolution in Egypt. God sent plagues upon Pharaoh's house because he had taken Abram's wife. When Pharaoh discovered the truth, he confronted Abram, returned Sarai, and sent them out of Egypt with all their possessions. Key themes in this chapter include God's call and the promises. God called Abram, later named Abraham, to leave his country and family to go to a land God will show him. In return, God promises to make him a great nation, bless him, and make his name great. A blessing to all the nations. A central theme is that God's blessing of Abraham is not just for him, but so that all the families of the earth will be blessed through him. This promise is often interpreted as being fulfilled in Jesus Christ, the Savior of the world. Faith and obedience. The chapter is a test of Abram's faith. He obeys God's command by leaving his familiar life, but he also faces challenges and makes mistakes. Human failure. Due to a famine, Abram travels to Egypt. Fearing for his life, he asks his wife Sarai to claim she is his sister. This leads to a difficult situation where Pharaoh takes her, and God intervenes with plagues until she is returned. A template for future faith. Despite his failures, God remains faithful to his promises. Abram's story in this chapter serves as a foundational example of faith, demonstrating the complexities of a life that includes both obedience and flaws. That's all for now. Join me in our next videos as we will be ending with the interpretation of Genesis 12 as well as the main lessons we can learn from this chapter. Thank you all for watching another video, and as always, keep on living in light of the good news of the gospel. If y'all like that video and would like to help me reach more people with the gospel, click that sub button and join the team. And also please consider becoming a patron on my Patreon account. Link in description, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.